Hello, Libra. It's Maria from Wandering River Tarot, fucking around. Thank you to all of my new likers, subscribers, sharers, all of that. You guys are amazing. To those of you who have bought private readings, I love you the most. And just so you know, if you hit subscribe, you are one of the sexy people. It's true. So, can't even shuffle today. So today we're going to do things just a tiny bit differently than normal. We're going to choose a card from the upside down Santa Muerte deck with skulls and joy and happiness. Yeah. As kind of the focal point for the reading. So it shows like what area of life we're going to focus on for April. So it's been working out pretty well because my brain, not focused. March beat me up a little bit. Also, like, Mercury is in Pisces right now, and my Mercury is in Pisces natally, and they're just not jiving. Like, can't think for shit. I'm forgetting people's names. Just, I don't know. Maybe I need more fat in my diet or something. I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, it's not, Mercury in Pisces has not been good to me. So I'm trying to keep myself focused any way I can. So we'll draw a card out of this deck to tell us what Libra is working on this month. So without further ado, let us do that. Also, before I forget, links to all the stuff will be down below, all the decks I'm using, how you can get a hold of me, all that shit. It'll be there. Fear not, kittens. Fear not. All right, what is Libra working on in the month of April? What area of life? Boom. Three of Wands. Dun dun. You are waiting for your ships to come in, my dears. You've probably done some manifesting work. You've probably done some clearing of karma. You've probably done some internal work. You've probably done some work on your finances. And now you're waiting for the big payoff. So let's see if April is bringing that big payoff. We're going to do a Celtic cross because that also will help keep my brain focused as much as possible on what we're doing. Because otherwise it'll be like, oh my God, birds. We don't want that. All right. What is the energy of my my Libras in the month of April? Let's get a central card here for this reading. Let's get this thing going. All right, there it is. Ooh, the Lovers. This is your energy. You're making some choices in partnerships, which could be relationships. It could be business partnerships. Gemini has been jumping out of this card at me all day. It could be dealing with a Gemini person. Normally, I don't get too into reading signs out of the cards, but for some reason, this card has been yelling Gemini at me all day. So yeah, let's see what we see. What energy is crossing you or working on you right now? I guess is a better way to say it. Knight of Rods. So you've got some, okay, so your main energy here, your energy is all about choices in relationships. And what's working on you is this kind of wild passion, sort of. It's kind of, oh, I forgot something. We'll go back to this. I forgot to draw a card out of the Animal Kin Oracle to get your energy for the month. So we know we're working on, see, I told you, flighty as fuck. So we know we're working on waiting for our ships to come in. We've done the manifesting, now we're waiting for the results. But what's the energy of the month of April for Libra? Foundation, a Jabiru, whatever a Jabiru is. Some sort of bird. It looks like a little pelican, kind of. Foundation. So we're building foundations. Keep that in mind. Back to the reading. So you are making decisions in relationships, and you have kind of this wild passion for a person or a situation. Knight of Rods is one of the fastest moving knights in the deck. He's a fast guy. He's kind of that in and out lover. Love them and leave them type, if this is a person. Otherwise, it's just like a fast, like, kind of reckless energy is what I'm feeling. So that's what's working on you, Libra. So that might be something to keep in mind there, my lovers. So let's see what the near past had for you. 10 of Rods. You were tired. Many burdens. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of information coming in. A lot of heavy things. And so I feel like that's what brought you to this place of making a decision. Making a decision about what you got going on. So that doesn't sound super duper fun. I want one of these readings to be like, you're going to buy a boat and you're going to move to Tahiti and you're going to meet a guy named Virgil and he's going to change your fucking life. And you're going to have 4 kids and a piglet. And I want it to be that reading, but it's not. Maybe Scorpio will have that reading. I don't know. All right, so what's your near future? Ooh, that one flipped over. 5 of Rods. Near future is going to have some conflicts. So maybe you're going to make this decision. Maybe you're going to make this decision and somebody's not going to like it. Maybe you're going to make it impulsively and somebody's not going to like it because you do have that impulsive energy kind of crossing over you. We're going to get the Santa Muerte deck. Skulls equal happiness. We're going to get some clarification on what that 5 of Rods is about. Ooh. Really? So the 5 of Rods is about the 9 of Swords. So you've got some anxiety. This is some sort of internal conflict. I don't see this as being fighting with another person, which I thought it was at first blush. Let's keep going. So let me get my blankie settled here. I have to read barefoot. Like, it helps me feel like I'm connected somehow. I was wearing shoes and I started a reading and I literally had to shut it off and start over. So I've got my blankie covering my feet. I'm so lame. I'm 85 years old. I've got my lap blanket and my birds singing and my 2 cats and I had hot dogs for dinner. Like, I'm 80. It's true. All right. Enough about my lap blanket. So yeah, you've got some internal conflict in the future here about this choice that you're making, because I think maybe you did make it impulsively. Maybe you got a little bit impulsive because you were just tired of carrying whatever this shit was around. And you were just like, no. No, no. So in the near future, yeah, you're maybe having some regrets about how you handled that situation. But keep in mind, your energy this month is foundation. So you're building some kind of a foundation and waiting for your ships to come in, yeah? So you may have a few regrets about it in the future, but it's a learning experience, right? So you learned something from this. So keep that in mind. The supporting energy here, or let's do crowning first, because otherwise I'll just get confused. Crowning energy to me is the energy that the universe is giving you. The universe is helping you with this situation through whatever this card is. So, not the whole fucking deck. Okay, 3 of Cups. The universe is giving you... It's either giving you reminders that you need to get out there and mingle among humans, or it's giving you reasons to celebrate, or new people are coming into your life that you want to get out and do the things with. That could be. I like that. That's a good thing. Get out and amongst humans, because yeah, in the near future, you're going to be all up in your head. So maybe having those people to kind of distract you from this like super thought heavy kind of place is a good thing. You need a little levity in your life. Your supporting energy, which is what is within you that is helping you, is the 10 of Cups. I see this in this case as being like optimism. You've got just rampant optimism that everything is going to turn out okay because you're waiting for your ships to come in. And they will. And they will. So I like that. You're emotionally stable in spite of kind of all of this stuff going on. You do have reason to celebrate. The universe has seen fit to that. Yes, seen fit to give you that. Has seen to that. Yeah. Language is hard for me today. So yeah, you still have reasons to celebrate, even though you may have made an impulsive decision regarding this relationship here that we're talking about. But yeah, so, you know, an inner conflict and consternation and angst and whatever isn't necessarily a bad thing because it helps us figure out what we don't want, what we do want, whatever. So you're doing the thinking, right? You're doing the thinking and you're staying optimistic. And so this is a good place to be. It's really not a terrible thing. Okay, so what the universe wants you to know. Death, a transformation cometh. Transformation cometh whether you want it or not. So that's actually not a terrible thing either, because, you know, we can't stay stagnant and stuck in this same place forever, right? It's a terrible thing. You need to move on and learn and grow. And learning and growing at times comes through conflict, right? Inner and outer. So through this situation, through this impulsive decision that you made, you're going to transform. So it may have been the right choice because it's led you to this kind of death and rebirth situation, right? So what's working for you? 10 of Swords. You're just fucking done. What's working for you, I think, is that you're tired of your own shit. And this has come up in a couple of other readings. You got a couple of 10s here. You're at the end of a cycle also. Actually, you have 3 10s here. Well, look at you. So yeah, you're done. You're just done with something. Maybe you saw the error of your ways when you made this impulsive decision. Maybe you saw that you hurt somebody. Maybe you saw that you let go of somebody that really meant a lot to you, but you were just so overburdened and so tired at the time. Also, this could mean that you're tired of getting stabbed in the back. You're tired of people using you and walking all over you. And that getting tired of other people's bullshit might be the energy of what's going on with you. And all of this inner conflict and consternation that you have going on could be you just finally getting to that place where you're just like, fuck all of you people. I'm not taking your shit anymore. Could be that. What's working against you? 2 of Swords. You're making decisions without having all of the information. Impulsive. So watch out for that. Usually Libras are very, not indecisive, but they weigh their decisions very heavily, and so they tend to not make decisions sometimes. This could also say, stop holding yourself back from making a decision, if that's the case for you. So let's get an outcome card on this biatch. This is some exciting shit, y'all. All right, you got 2. You got the King of Cups, fuck yes, and the 8 of Pentacles. So you're going to be putting in some work. We know that, but work gets us places, right? And the King of Cups. This feeleth like a person to me. Like I rubbed him on my nose like he's a pet of some sort. I'm hoping he rubs off on me. I need my King of Cups. I don't. Maybe I just need another cat. So the King of Cups is a person who is, I hate the word control in this situation. He's in control of his emotions, but he doesn't control them. He doesn't stifle them in the way that we typically think of men as doing in, you know, American culture. He is loving and kind and caring and generous with his emotions. He has done his emotional work. He has mastered, like the king is the mastery of any suit, right? So he's mastered using his emotions to learn, right? So he's going to be a stable, kind, caring person. It could be a woman too, like I always say. Just because his title is king doesn't mean that we know what's in his pants, right? So it could be a woman. You never know. Stranger things, right? Stranger things have happened. So this King of Cups person is going to come into your life when you're ready to do the work. And I see that as being kind of towards the end of April here, after you've just had enough of people's shit. And maybe you're doing some healing work. You're doing some internal work, some eternal work. God, that's it's depressing. You're doing some eternal work. Yeah, you're doing some. Oh, yeah. So yeah, you're doing some internal work, you're fixing some things, you're focusing on you, and then your King of Cups is going to come along. And that's your ship that you're waiting for to come in. That's the theme of your month, right? Waiting for your ships to come in. And then here's your ship, your King of Cups. To some people, it could be an actual person. It could be your person. It could be the person. Or it could be just that you reach this emotional mastery, laying the foundations, right, of getting to where you want to be in life. So for some of you, it'll be a person. For some of you, it's going to be like a checkpoint on your, you know, your learning journey, your progress. I don't see that as being a bad thing at all, kittens. I don't at all. Let's get some oracle cards. We know I love an oracle card. Let's get a couple of these and see where we're at. Boom. Here and now. Focus on the here and now. Yes, you're waiting for your ships to come in. Yes, you're laying a foundation. Yes, you're planning for the future. Always do that. But focus on the here and now, because that's where you're at. I mean, look around. Stop and look around. Ferris Bueller, that bitch. Stop and look around. Can't remember that exact quote. You'll know what I mean when you hear it. So yeah, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. Something to that effect. Don't quote me on that. That's paraphrasing. So yeah, take a look around, man. You've got this energy from the universe of getting out there amongst the humans, doing the things, enjoying things, collaborations, celebrations. So, I mean, you've had some heavy times, yes, you're working through some shit, but remember that reason to celebrate and enjoy the here and now. My neighbors have been going up and down the hallway knocking on doors, and so I've been like quiet while my videos are uploading, so I'm not like having to deal with them. So if they knock, I'm gonna have to pretend like I'm not here because I'm a bad person. Antisocial. All right, you're between worlds. Yes, you are, because you are kind of in this flux situation here where you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're laying foundations for the future. And so there is a certain amount of transformation and change that's happening. So you're kind of in between worlds. It's not a bad place to be at all, because you are heading for good things, King of Cups. You are heading for good things. The outcome of the month is good. Yeah, I can see how you kind of feel like you're sort of in flux, but focus on the here and now, and that will help stabilize you. Stay optimistic, ducklings. Okay, so these cards here, I've used these before. It's got a stone on the front and the explanation on the back. And this is maybe a stone you want to carry with you this month to lend its energy to what you're working on. Or maybe you just want to keep this energy in mind. So let's see. I won't look. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. Boom. Herkimer diamond. Settle down, you guys. Herkimer diamond. Okay. What it is. Herkimer diamonds are not, in fact, diamonds. Sorry. They are far more attainable, extra hard, clear quartz beauties with their own alluring, energetic properties. Found in New York's Mohawk Valley, the clarity and two naturally faceted ends, i.e. double termination, of Herkimers earned them their diamond moniker. Who needs it? Reiki masters, travelers on the spiritual path, and highly sensitive people. Where to put it? In spaces you want in spaces you want to zone as sacred. When to use it? When you're reaching for clearer than ever through spirituality, therapy, or healing work, brush off all those unwanted vibes with Herkimer Diamond. Power wash your energy. Clean that energy, kittens. Clean that energy. I like that. I like that. This is a month of change. You're waiting for your ships to come in, but you're going to end up in a good place. So April's going to be a little bit of work, my Libras, but then when isn't life work, right? We're always working and learning something. So this is pretty cool. I dig it. So if you need me, how to get a hold of me will be down below. I will also put links to the decks that I used. Random fun facts. I have no idea. That's all I got. So let me know if you need anything. And I hope you guys have an excellent April, and I will see you in May. Bye.